Well, I thought today for the Ice Cream Sunday we would do a little moving because today was all about moving. Moving from where we have been to where we're going to go. Today was the day that I was officially installed as the pastor. Basically what that means is that now it's official. It's official that I'm the pastor and recognized by the denomination, the powers that be. And so we move forward from here. But I wanted to kind of be on the move as I was doing the Ice Cream Sunday right now because of the fact that we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of movement that needs to happen. The New Beginnings process is going right now. We find ourselves in this is the third week of the New Beginnings process. And that's going to be a movement because whatever the church decides to do, stay or go, looking at the different ministries and missions of the church, we're going to have to move. And that's going to be a very big part of the future. Whether we physically stay here at 15th Street West or we physically move, there is going to be movement. And as we look at the movement piece, it's got to start somewhere. And I think for several people today was a place where it starts because of the fact that it became official. Even though I was already officially here, and I think that most people considered me officially here, today became permanent. It became the thing. And it was no longer a possibility of this could happen, but it is happening. And I think it's a good first step. Because as a church now, we need to move. And I'm not talking about physical location. Even if we stay here at 15th Street West, we got to move. We've got to do new things, and we've got to meet new people, and we've got to offer new ministries and reach out in new ways. We can't continue to do the same old things over and over again and expect different results. That's insanity. So, moving is what we're going to do, and I think for many people today was the day that the moving started because it became official. It became finally, the time when it's real. And so, today's Ice Cream Sunday is about moving. It's about moving as a ministry. It's about moving as people. God is constantly moving. If you see in the Bible, it says stories over and over again about moving. It's funny because God doesn't ever seem to say, I'm your God, stay exactly where you are, stay exactly doing all the things you've always done. There's always a movement that God seems to have. And today was the beginning of that movement with the installation. Reverend Lori Lynn Washer brought the word today, the assistant regional minister, and she talked about, the buried treasure, and are we willing to sell everything that we have in order to get that treasure? And I think that's a good message for Central Christian. We've got to make a decision about what are we willing to do and what are we not willing to do. And get beyond the concept of good and bad or right or wrong or this is the way it should be. And let's get down to the reality of the way things are. And then let's look at it and say, where will we go from here? Where will we go in the future? And so movement, I think, is the theme for this Ice Cream Sunday. Moving from where we are to where we're going to be. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what God does. And I hope that you're excited. And if you haven't been to the church, then we invite you to come. We invite you to show up as we're learning how to move. We're learning about what we're going to be when we grow up. And the movement really started, I think, a lot today with the installation service. It became official. It became official for many people. It became official in the way that we can now say that it is done. We're ready to go. I don't think you can say it any other way. We're ready to go. We're ready to move. Well, until next week, have a great week.